It's good. It's your boy Czar, all rights reserved. I just did my flashback to catch people up with the ideology we're bringing with this. As you saw, the hating continues as we want it to. Let's keep going. Now, with this situation, talking about the suspect's ideology, I now placed it out there as a flashback to bring you up to date. Now, looking at these different parts that played in, let's talk about the fight the night before. The fight the night before happened with his baby mother, alleged baby mother now. What could the fight have been about? We seen it was recorded when she was fighting about the women and the girls that he was seeing. Now, as we know, X wouldn't stop seeing him because, he's going to fulfill what he wants to do. He's not going to listen to her. But why would he not listen to her? Remember, she's saying I was his girlfriend, baby mother. As we knew when he had a girlfriend, we didn't hear stories like that. So it makes you think of what was she really to him? And also, you got to keep in mind, it wasn't everything going well at home either. That's why he was kicked out, correct? That's known. So, with looking at these spinning situations, we want to know, where did he meet these suspects? There was a picture of these suspects at one of his friend's house that he went to and was staying at, correct or not? Now, being that that's the case, it makes you wonder, if they weren't hanging out with him, how would they come to know him as well as they did? They could have met at the party, but think that they just showed up. He had to have seen him before, right? Unless they were at the house with someone else, because of someone else that's not him, then they would be familiars with someone else. And let's get into this part. Also, let's think of what the suspects were saying. Trayvon Martin and what's his name, Michael Boatwright, when they spoke and gave their testimony, one of the things they cued in on was who? It was Jenesis. They said her by name. They wanted to speak to her. Why would they want to speak to you after this situation? How would they know you? How do you know them? And this is why they are not being indicted right away, because they had information that led to other things prior to. And as you know, the suspect's family is here as well. So respectfully, we're looking at it objectively. See, they dislike because they want me to carry a narrative. And because I would not agree to do that, it's a problem. Because I would not run with a narrative that's wanted to. And I always did the investigation from the gusto, basically from the art of it. And I'm not running with the narrative they want me to. Look at how people are running with the narrative, and you see the people running on their show to talk. Who do we know like that? Come on. Really? So he's rocking only with her and he's not entertaining any other talk. If you remember, he was the first one that had Panama and Victor up on his platform talking. Did he not? So how is that not controlled media? In a sense, if he doesn't know it, they're controlling his narrative. But put it this way, I chat behind the scenes. He's not an idiot. He's just releasing information to be good to the people that are dealing with him. I'm not running with what people tell me. I still have not had basic questions answered. And you don't want to. And me and you know why. We know why you don't want to. But that's bottom line. And that's why I said it like that. And they don't like that. I'm catching you up to the point of me talking to the people around him that did nothing, are continuing to do nothing, that had bad relations with him when he was going through this situation before we even got to him being deceased. So let's be realistic about it. I'm not going to keep playing with it. I'm just calling it for what it is. And as we know, authority is here too. And they can hate it. They cannot, they can like it. They can hate it. But the right people are here, period. And that's the thing. They got cases coming up. They're dealing with a case. These suspects are fighting a case. They're all watching right now. So my question to their lawyers is, have you found undoubted, solid evidence that these men were there and did it? Did you find any evidence to that? Because even here, doing the research, we haven't found that. Not yet. Not at all. Just the men on camera having gone into the store. The body type that of the people that we see outside of it don't even fit these men for the most part. Can we be honest? That's the truth. And they don't like the truth. They can't handle it. They're like, no. Like, they really don't like it, because honestly, what it does is it gets into the point where it exposes them for snakes as they are. You're telling me the baby mother and other women around claiming have no knowledge of each other, but something's happening to each woman that comes out admitting or saying that I have a baby by him, and it's by chance. No, 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 no. They don't like that stuff coming out, so they're gonna report. They're gonna do. But listen, we already knew this was gonna happen since the beginning. It's been happening. But let me tell you something even crazier about the night before. So if there's an argument the night before, and something happens to me the day after, and there's a situation, you're telling me it's no connection, but you gotta look into the details. What was the argument about? You can't go to the people who's left that was in it. They already proved they're willing to lie about anything. They're willing to tell you whatever it is that'll make you feel better. Because when we got details and looked at the report, how come y'all aren't looking at the report when y'all saying this? Look at the times people showed up. Look at the people that were out there doing it by social media, saying, oh, look, X is here with the camera up. Come on. How were they allowed to do that? That alone makes it real suspect. Really? And then the amount of people that are stepping on his legacy to get higher, that are using his legacy to still get paid from shows, from titles. We are investigating the people involved and they don't like it. How are you so real? You're real. You're real ones. All of you. So real. But you can't do the real thing to hold your boy down after he's gone. That's the most despicable thing I've ever seen. Ever. It's so despicable. This man did everything for y'all under the sun to help you come up. And you can't put in that work to see that whoever did something to him is gone. That you don't ever have to deal with them. And in my opinion, I honestly believe Tank was the one doing that. That's why he had to get locked up, right? Because we know he got snitched on. Let's stop playing with it. You admitted you snitched on him. Beside him in videos with animals, holding the animals, like, come on. Like, that's so fake. You use police when you're going to tell on someone, but you're scared to stand up and be a stand-up man and not hit on women, not do things that make you look like a coward and a punk. You do everything around the sun to not do that. But you got to defend your stance on not defending your boy, because he was your boy, right? Right. But you're okay with what happened to him. And you're okay with no investigation. You're okay with pointing the finger at these guys and not telling them about the conversations you had behind the scenes, dealing with him directly, which are all animosity. There's nothing friendship about those conversations. Oh, you thought we didn't hear those? Guys, they're going to hit dislike. They know what I'm talking about. They know. How come they haven't proven anything I'm saying about what was going on around him wrong? They just dislike. You can't prove y'all didn't have a fight. You can't prove that you two had something real tight other than a child you're holding up, and no DNA test shown to us. Look, you could run it out right now saying, look, I got it. You would just, she knows she'd fall into my trap. She'd fall into the trap, whether it's confirmed or it's not. They know. They know. They know what time it is. You are holding this boy's royalties after he gave so much and you're bragging about it. Not only is God going to repay you, come on. Really? You think he's going to let you get away with that? You think that? Even if you're running off into the sunset, he has something waiting for you right at the end. Trust me. Trust me. Trust and believe. You did terrible things to get your riches. The worst part was whoever sat there and orchestrated X to be set up like that. And they know who they are. And you know who they are. We've been exposed these people. They're still butthurt. Can't even stand up to admit what they did. Still. They're still doing it. They come by to hate. I love it. You want to know? The love is always greater than the hate. It'll always defeat your hate. The love and admiration to see him succeed will always defeat the hate and the snake-like behavior you used on the side to get that man out of here, making deals behind the scenes, ending up with a deal at the place he was at after he's gone. It's common knowledge. It's right in front of you guys. Snakes and fakes. That's what you're dealing with, guys. That's what you're dealing with here. Look between the scenes. People are saying, oh, it's cut and dry. And you want to believe people are so upstanding for him. Trust me, they were never standing up for him since the beginning. That's not what he was used to do. He was a tool used to amplify someone's career and ability to have assets that they themselves cannot earn because they're whack and they're bad at what they do. And they have no talent. All rights reserved.